If you've been waiting for the one camera that feels like it was made for real photographers, not for influencers, not for spec sheet warriors, not for people who shoot everything in auto, then you already know why the Fujifilm X-Pro 4 is one of the most anticipated cameras on Earth right now. And here's the wild part. Fujifilm hasn't even officially revealed it yet. No flashy launch trailer, no glossy website countdown, no official spec list. Just whispers, just leaks, just little hints that keep the photography community on edge. And that's exactly why the X-Pro 4 is already legendary, even before it exists publicly. Because the X-Pro series isn't just another camera line, it's a mindset. It's the closest modern digital experience to the emotional, tactile, I want to go out and shoot feeling that people used to get from film rangefinders. This isn't a camera you buy because it's trending. This is a camera you buy because you want photography to feel alive again. The Fujifilm X-Pro 3 proved something important. Not every camera needs to be for everyone. It was bold, stubborn, different. That hidden screen design? Some photographers loved it because it forced them to shoot with intention. Others hated it because it felt limiting. But no one ignored it. Fujifilm basically said, if you want a camera that feels like a phone, use your phone. And that attitude created one of the strongest cult followings in modern photography. The X-Pro wasn't about perfect specs. It was about character. But then something happened that no X-Pro fan expected: silence. The years started passing. Other Fujifilm cameras evolved. New models launched. But the X-Pro line went quiet. And eventually people started asking the question that scares every X-Pro lover. Is the X-Pro series dead? But instead of killing hype, that silence multiplied it. Because when something becomes rare, it becomes valuable. The longer the X-Pro successor takes, the more intense the obsession becomes. People started treating X-Pro bodies like collector items. Prices went up. Demand got stronger. And every time someone mentioned the words X-Pro 4 leak, photographers clicked like their life depended on it. Because this isn't just a camera release anymore. This is a comeback story. A return of a king. And if Fujifilm brings it back the right way, the X-Pro 4 could become the most desirable APS-C camera ever made. Now here's what makes the X-Pro 4 so special. Fujifilm has to balance two worlds. On one side, you have modern needs, better autofocus, better low light, faster performance, maybe even strong video features. On the other side, you have the X-Pro identity, minimalism, purity, simplicity, soul. X-Pro fans don't want Fujifilm to turn this into a mini cinema camera or a boring spec monster. They want something that feels premium, personal, and artistic. A camera that makes you slow down and see the world differently. And that means the X-Pro 4 needs to be modern where it matters and timeless where it counts. Let's talk about what people are expecting first: a next-generation sensor and processor combo. Fujifilm has improved autofocus and tracking in newer models. And if the X-Pro 4 is coming back after years of anticipation, it cannot feel outdated on day one. People want sharper performance, cleaner high ISO, better dynamic range, and faster responsiveness. But here's the thing. Fujifilm fans don't chase megapixels like other communities do. They chase the look. They chase the magic. Fujifilm's color science is one of the biggest reasons people stay loyal, because their photos feel cinematic right out of the camera. So the X-Pro 4 has to deliver a deeper, film-like image style than ever before, without forcing people to spend hours editing. That's where the film simulations come in, and honestly, it's one of the most powerful reasons why Fujifilm dominates this space. The X-Pro 4 is expected to take that creative identity even further. Imagine having richer black and white profiles, more cinematic color tones, and film simulations tuned specifically for street, documentary, and travel photography. The kind of camera where you shoot JPEG and still feel like your photos belong in a gallery. The kind of camera where you don't fix images, you create them. But now comes the biggest X-Pro 4 question of all time: the viewfinder. The hybrid viewfinder is the X-Pro's signature. It's what separates it from almost every mirrorless camera on the market. The OVF gives OU that true rangefinder soul. while the EVF gives you modern accuracy and preview control. And that combination is why so many photographers fall in love with the X-Pro line. So the X-Pro 4 cannot lose that hybrid identity. If Fujifilm removes it, it stops being an X-Pro. It becomes just another camera. And Fujifilm knows that. So the smartest move is clear. Keep the hybrid viewfinder, but upgrade it. Make it brighter. Make it sharper. Make switching between OVF and EVF smoother. Improve overlays, increase clarity, reduce lag. Make it feel like the most premium viewfinder experience in the APS-C world. Because for the X-Pro audience, the viewfinder isn't a feature, it's the reason to buy the camera. Now let's talk design, because this is where Fujifilm either wins big or fails hard. The X-Pro line has always been about elegance. Not flashy design, but refined, purposeful minimalism. A rangefinder-style body that feels like a tool, not a gadget. But the X-Pro 3 design also had controversy, and Fujifilm cannot repeat the same mistakes. This time, people want durability. They want reliability. They want a body that feels stronger than ever. Premium materials, better weather sealing, and a design that lasts for years, not months. And then we get to the screen, because this is where the internet will explode the moment X-Pro 4 details leak. Fujifilm has two choices: keep the hidden screen philosophy or go back to something more traditional. Here's the truth. X-Pro fans love shooting through the viewfinder. They love minimal distractions, but they also want practicality. So the best possible move for Fujifilm would be a hybrid approach, keeping the clean shoot-first experience while still offering a screen design that's stronger, more usable, and more reliable. Something that satisfies purists without turning away modern buyers. And let's not ignore the one feature that every X-Pro fan secretly wants, even if they don't always admit it: better autofocus. Street photography is unpredictable. Documentary work is chaotic. Travel moments happen in a split second. If Fujifilm gives the X-Pro 4 modern autofocus performance, fast eye tracking, strong face detection, better subject recognition, it turns the X-Pro 4 into a creative weapon. A camera with soul and speed. And that combination would make it unstoppable. Now imagine this. You're walking in New York at night. Neon reflections, subway lights, people passing fast. You lift the X-Pro 4 to your eye. The viewfinder feels like a classic rangefinder, but the camera locks focus instantly, nails the moment, and delivers a cinematic photo straight out of camera. No heavy editing, no fighting with focus, just pure storytelling. That's what people want. That's what the X-Pro 4 could become.